Behind me is the Great Miami River. It separates the east and west sides of Hamilton. We're gonna go take a closer look at the dam. Skipping rocks just like I did when I was a kid. Whether it's fishing or just coming down here to appreciate the awe-inspiring view, this is a really cool part of town. Now for those with a more eclectic taste, if you're looking for a fish ass, come down to the river, man. You're gonna find them, man. Awesome. I got a fish ass. If you remember the first episode of On the Road with RTW, I reviewed a water fountain. It's only appropriate that I do it again. Don't fail me now, Hamilton. Odd, it gets consistently colder the more I drink it. A little briny, a little gamey tasting actually, but a big step above Middletown's public water. I'd have to give it somewhere in the neighborhood of a C+. Located alongside Williams Avenue is Safety Town. What is it, you're asking? I don't know. I've been living here 25 years. I've never seen the place. Let's go take a look. Behind me is a gigantic crumbling brick silo. It features crudely designed portraits of different traffic signs. Mind-numbingly weird. See you later, Safety Town. If you need to make a quick pit stop, stop by the Circle K. Now, chances are you're not going to see Bill and Ted, but what you will find, 59-cent Polar Pop. I got cherry Coke. It's awesome. Right now we are at Pyramid Hill. Now the admission price is $5. It might seem a little bit steep, granted. However, if you take the time, you could easily spend an entire day in this place. It's filled with sculptures from famous sculptors from all around the world. Behind me, this piece is called Restoration by Jim Agard. But this is just the beginning of what we're gonna show you. I'm gonna go show you a couple of my favorite sculptures. Let's go take a look. This sculpture is called Cincinnati Story by George Sugarman. It is a favorite for the kids. Reason being, you can actually interact with sculpture. Kids like to use this as a slide. Not to mention, there's a lot of these smooth black rocks. They almost feel like traditional Chinese hot stones. They're kind of therapeutic. I actually took a few of these home with me last time I was here. That is Abracadabra. It's one of the most well-known of all the sculptures here. We got a big hike in front of us. Let's get started. I feel like I'm in a pod in some kind of a science fiction film, but no, this is actually a sculpture. It's Alexander Lieberman's much renowned Abracadabra. Sitting on top of a giant hill here in the sculpture park, it is one of the more stunning sculptures I've ever laid my eyes on. When you look at the geometric design and just kind of try to grasp the making of process and the message behind it, it's a pretty interesting piece. Definitely thought-provoking. Behind me is this wonderful structure. It's an early pioneer house built in the 1820s. Let's go in and take a look together. Wow. If you can see, check out this stone arch ceilingway. Now there actually was some wood originally in here that has since rotted away, but I mean, the thing that this was actually used well over 100 years ago, people lived here. Wow. Oh man, this is kind of scary. Well, now we are on the roof of the building, and if you look out here, you can see a sculpture straight ahead. It's just amazing to think that this stone was built by hand, brick by brick. No, we're not at Stonehenge. We're still at Pyramid Hill. The thing that I really like about this sculpture is, well, right now I'm down here, right? And now I'm up here! If you want to walk your dog go to just a regular public park. But if you want to be Achilles, you want to be Thor, you want to be Gandalf the White, come here, man. As far as local food and restaurants go, one of the standbys here is Jolly's Drive-In. You can get your foot-long hot dog, your French fries, and best of all, your ice-cold root beer. Now we're at Rawford Woods and we're at the Ray Combs ball fields. Ray Combs, you know, the Family Feud guy that got killed himself? Yeah, well, this was dedicated to him. He's a hometown boy. But anyway, this is the place that I played t-ball at when I was growing up. I mean, this right here was the most booming concession stand, at least when I was a kid. If I wanted to get a Chico stick or a snow cone or some Big League Chew, this is where I came. Let's go take a look at one of the ball fields, see how they're holding up. Almost 20 years later, I'm still riding the bench. More sad news about my hometown. Now, this is on Parkmo Avenue. This is on my street. This is called Eastview Swimming Pool. It's been open. It's the longest running public pool in all of southwestern Ohio. And it happens to be right here. Now, just this year, for the first time, and I don't know, 50, 60 plus, it was announced that it would not be opening for the summer. I felt the heartache. I know you guys didn't, but bear with me. This place was known for one thing in specific. It had the coldest water, I swear, bar none of any pool I've ever been in. I remember having my probably six-year-old birthday party up here. Never forget it. And you can see that there in the middle was a water fountain that used to go on all night long. I'll miss this place. Through this fence you can see what once was a kiddie pool. Now looks like Swamp Thing's toilet. And I feel really honored, really fortunate to be able to share this with you. Now to you at home it might mean not a lot at all, but this is actually the street that I grew up on, Parkmo Avenue. As I look down here with you at home, this is the street that I rode my bike on. This is the street that I played Transformers on with my friends. Brings back a lot of memories, and it's part of Hamilton that I'm really proud of. Now, this is the alley behind my house on Parkmo Avenue. Again, this is the place where I rode my bike. This is the place where I ran around barefoot as a kid, covered in mud. This is where it all happens. Here to your direct left, this is my backyard, in fact. This is the b-ball court where I learned all my smooth moves at. I don't know, this big field right here we used to play football at. The whole neighborhood full of kids. But yeah, not a lot's changed since I've been a kid here. It's never been paved. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me today as I showed you my hometown in Hamilton, Ohio. I love this place and it's always going to have, you know, a big part in me. As always, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. As far as I'm concerned, well, I've had a blast and I'm on the road. Later.